Hey, this is Step Amit. Welcome to my Exorcism.io series. In this video, I'll be working through the phone number exercise from the Exorcism.io Ruby track. In this exercise, we will be given a phone number as a string, and we need to clean it up so that they can be sent SMS messages. This is a pretty common thing in any kind of application that is sending text messages. You have to sanitize the input you've been given. Here they refer to the North American numbering plan. This is the standard that we'll be following in our example here. It applies to the United States, Canada, and Bermuda, and all NANP countries share the same international country code of 1. So we don't have to worry about other country codes. We just have to worry about numbers with the 1. We're going to pretend the others don't exist. Numbers are 10 digits, except for the country code, consisting of a 3-digit numbering plan area code, the area code, followed by a 7-digit local number, the first 3 digits being the exchange code, the last 4 being the subscriber code. And there are a couple of conditions here. N here and N here can be any digit from 2 through 9. The X's can be any digit from 0 through 9, but the area code and the exchange code cannot start with a 0 or a 1. And so what we need to do is strip out any non-digit characters. We need to make sure that we have a valid country code, valid exchange code, valid area code, and return the number without the country code. So you can see all of these inputs will result in this output right here. Again, note the input will only have a possible 1 as a valid country code. We're not going to worry about any others. So let me go ahead and grab this. Let me open up the test. Open my test running pane. And as you can see, we've got a phone number class with a clean method. And it's got to take the input and return. It's going to return either the cleaned number or it's going to return nil. If the input is invalid, it's going to return nil. Let me go ahead and run this first test. It will fail because we have not initialized the constant phone number test. I didn't delete the phone number, phone number.rb file. So let me go ahead and initialize my phone number class. It's going to complain because I haven't defined the clean method yet. This will complain because of the arity of the clean method. It needs to take a number. And then now the first one is not going to return the right reply. And so instead of hard coding that value, I'm just going to go ahead and do a G sub here to remove any non-digit characters, which in regex is \uppercase D refers to non-digits. Lowercase d is a digit. Uppercase is non-digits, and I'm simply going to replace them with an empty string. So it will just strip them right out. And this will get us through this next one, cleans numbers with dots, because we're going to remove dots as well. Multiple spaces will be removed. Test invalid when 9 digits. This is going to fail because we're not checking the length. And so before I go very far here, I can go ahead and say, like, I could say, let's see. We need to capture this. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to capture it in place. We don't need our pure number anymore and return it down here. The other tests will still pass. I should just have one failure here. We're going to return nil unless we have a valid number at this point. And for what we're going to do here is I'm going to build up a regular expression that is the format of a valid phone number according to the North American numbering plan. And so the first thing, and the way we'll check that is number match A. And I'll give it the regular expression, the pattern that we need to match. And the first thing I need to know, the first thing we're checking is the length. Well, a valid phone number, I'm going to ignore the country code for now, because this test is just making sure we don't have 9 digits. A valid phone number is going to consist of 10 digits, and that's it. Once we've cleaned it, once we've removed non-digit characters, there should be exactly 10. And so this should make this test pass. All right. And so I think what I can do now is just start building out this regular expression to validate our phone number. So the next test when 11 digits does not start with a 1. So this will fail because we're requiring exactly 10. Oh no, sorry. That passed. We're requiring exactly 10. This next test is going to fail. Test when 11 digits and starting with the 1. This should succeed, but it's actually going to fail. We're going to return nil in this case because we're checking for exactly 10 digits. So what we want to know, what we want here is a valid phone number can start with an optional 1. So we want to use this question mark to show that there are 0 or 1 ones before 10 digits. Aha. And we actually need to strip that 1 off at the beginning. We only want to return the last 10 digits. So there's a few ways we could do this. I think what I'm going to do is convert my number string to the array of characters, then take the last 10 and then join it back to a string. Okay, that works. Cool. Val when 11 digits starting with a 1, even with punctuation, this should be fine. Invalid when there are more than 11 digits. Yep, that should pass. Invalid with letters. Yep, that'll pass. Invalid with punctuation will pass. Invalid if the area code starts with a 0. This will fail. We haven't done this yet. I haven't implemented this. All right, so this regular expression is too blunt. Instead of checking for 10 characters, what I need to do, let's see if I remember this correctly, N here is any digit from 2 through 9. So the area code is what we're testing right now. So what I need to know is that first digit. Let me just replace this with a 9 because I'm explicitly going to check the first digit. It needs to be 2 through 9. There has to be a 2 through a 9 right there, followed by 9 other digits to make this test pass. Okay. Invalid if area code starts with 1. Okay, that'll pass now that we've done that. Invalid if exchange code starts with 0. Okay, we haven't implemented this, so we need to do the same thing for the exchange code. We need to make our regular expression a little more fine-grained. So here, we want, this is going to be followed by exactly 2 digits, and then 2 through 9, and then 6 digits. Okay. I think that's actually our regular expression that we need. Invalid if exchange code starts with a 1. Yep. I think we might be done. Invalid if area code starts with a 0 on valid 11-digit number. Yeah, area code starts with a 1 on a valid 11-digit number. Yes, yes, yes. Our regular expression handles these cases. Test invalid if exchange code starts with 0 on valid 11-digit number. Yep. So it's going to check 1. Yep. And so these will pass. Think our regular expression is good. Hey, that was it. That was it. Let me close this. And the one thing that I want to do here is I want to name this regular expression. And I'm going to call it valid phone number pattern. So, normally I would normalize this input to remove, we can actually do that here. We can just say number equals normalized number. And then what that will do, that's going to have to be a class method. Is just simply return this. Except that I don't know that really captures it either. So I'm going to go one level deeper, because really what we want to do is remove I don't know, G sub, non-digit characters with that. Yeah, remove non-digits. I think that's a little more explicit. I think it's worth doing. And I'm going to make these 2 methods private. So number equals normalized number, return nil unless number match a valid phone number pattern. Valid. I might call this valid. And then, because that's really the idea, right? It's not that we're matching. The match is what it means for the number to be valid. But the number.match valid phone number pattern is the how we're determining whether or not it's valid. So, all right, so clean means that we normalize our number, we return nil unless the number is valid. And then we return the last 10 characters. Let's see, this might look. All right, so we return numbers, the last 10 characters. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this as is. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. And I'll see you in the next video.